Hey, what's up? It's Matt in Japan and welcome back to my channel. And today from the Transformers Generations line, I'm bringing you Shattered Glass Blurr. Now this is just a heavy repaint of the Studio Series Blurr with a little bit of a twist here. So if you guys aren't familiar what really Shattered Glass is, as I wasn't really familiar with it, basically it's from the comics that were published by Fun Publications, and it's almost set in an alternate universe where you have the evil Autobots and the heroic Decepticons, where Optimus Prime plans to conquer Earth. So it's just a quick bio about what the Shattered Glass comics are all about. So this is part of that sort of a continuation of that sort of line where Blurr is an actual evil Autobot. He's not a good guy. And again, like I said, he's just a heavy sort of repaint of the Studio Series Blurr. But I love the deco on this guy. I think he looks just amazing. So I had to have him. So anyways, let's take a look at the packaging. Really love the packaging on this guy. You have that really cool Transformers. You have from a purple that goes to a pink fade there. Really cool. You have that Shattered Glass Autobot logo there, which is really cool. Again, Shattered Glass actually breaking apart just like Shattered Glass. There he is still in the box. And on the side, very different from all the other packaging, you have a cool headshot of Shattered Glass Blurr. And on the side, kind of much of the same. Just taking a quick look at the artwork. And just loving the colors on this guy. The blues and purples and pinks and yellows. Really nice aesthetic. You have the Generations logo there. You have your product info on the bottom. On the top, pretty much the same. Takara Tomy, Transformers Shattered Glass. On the side, again, this same artwork. You have Blurr. So very cool. And on the back, we have a product shot. So there is Blurr in his robot mode, and he converts in 18 steps to his vehicle mode. And let's just take a quick look at the bio here. Blurr is a sadistic data interceptor with the ability to steal kinetic energy, sapping anything that moves of their speed to increase his own. So very cool, very sort of evil looking. So he is part of the evil Autobots. He is not the heroic Autobots. He is part of the evil Autobots. So let's see what this evil Autobot has in store for us. So let's take out Shattered Glass Blurr and see what he's all about. Okay, so here we have the Shattered Glass Blurr out of the packaging. And before we get into the details, let's take a look at his weapons. Now, his weapons are exactly the same as the Studio Series movie 86 Blurr, but they are just cast in a different plastic. So with the Shattered Glass Blurr, you have the gray plastic, and with the movie, you have the white plastic, but they're the exact same mold. So I do think the gray fits this character better, whereas the white definitely fits the 86 Blurr better. And then also you do have his little sort of, not really sure what this is called, the little drill bit or the little welding tool. So that is cast in a gray, and again, it is done in the white for the 86 Studio Series Blurr. So they're exactly the same, and they fit into the hands exactly the same. So let's take a look at the detail on this guy. Now, I'm just loving the colors, and the deco on this is just amazing. That head sculpt is so cool. You get the black helmet with a little bit of yellow details and the blue up here for the crest. You get the nice silver paint. You get the red paint for the eyes and the sort of black eye patch. And you can see the sort of the gouge in his helmet there with the red sort of blood dripping down. So cool. I just really loving the colors on this guy. Again, going down on the chest here, you have that really nice translucent clear orange plastic with the Autobot logo embedded on the inside, which is so cool. Really love that detail. Everything else is pretty much the same as the 86 Studio Series, but the colors on this guy just really shine. You do see some blue paint up here and some sort of darker royal blue paint for the arms. You see the black, a little bit of lighter blue for the elbow joints there. And again, pretty much the same everywhere down here. You have some nice silver paint for the shins and that gray plastic for the hands and the feet that we saw on the accessories. And going around the figure, we'll see more in vehicle mode, but we do have some awesome sort of lightning streaks here on the back. And you do have, again, some really beautiful silver paint on the back piece there. Other than that, he is basically the same as the 86 movie Studio Series Blurr. So speaking of, let's get this guy in here for a quick comparison. And you can see the similarities, and most of the difference is in the head sculpt. This Shattered Glass Blurr is just amazing. Again, I'm really loving the deco and the look of this guy. And you can see the sort of chest piece here with the clear orange plastic is nice. Again, they could have put the Autobot symbol inside there. They chose to put it underneath, but I do really like how they put it inside the chest on the Shattered Glass version. And again, the exact same figure, just a different paint scheme. So there they are side by side. And I'm not going to go into articulation because they are both the same exact articulation. But what I will do is get them transformed into their vehicle modes and see how they fare. Alright, so here we have Shattered Glass Blurr all transformed into his vehicle mode. And let's take a look at the detail. One thing you'll notice right off the bat is this really cool metallic blue sort of lightning streaks on the front part here of the vehicle mode. And the contrast between that blue and the black just really sets it off against this sort of silver, and with the orange and the blue, and just the color scheme on this guy is just awesome. As far as everything else, it's the same exact mold, but just this color deco is really cool. Again, you see more detail on the sides here and on the side of the nose there, right there. So yeah, looking really slick, really loving this vehicle mode. Just giving you a quick look around. Yeah, it's very, very similar to the 86 movie series. All right, so here we have Shattered Glass Blurr all transformed into his vehicle mode, and let's take a look at his details. First and foremost, one thing you'll notice is just the front of this vehicle mode. You have that sort of really cool metallic blue against the black. The contrast is just amazing. Loving the silver paint on the front, and that orange translucent plastic there for the front of the vehicle mode. Again, just breaks up all that blue and black really nicely. You do get a little bit more detail here on the side, and it just really gives it effect of sort of speeding along, and lightning's raining down and this guy is just cruising down looking for trouble. So cool. The heroic Decepticon, the Shattered Glass Blurr. So just giving you a quick 360, for the most part, is the same as the 86 Studio Series in vehicle mode, but with just the colors there. Again, some beautiful silver paint. You get some nice blue plastic in for the seats here. And again, you get some nice paint and some blue plastic for the sides. Yeah, just really loving this deco. Just giving you a quick shot of the undercarriage there. Now you can put his, let's see, grabbing the wrong weapon here. You can store his weapon just like this, as you did on the other release. So both his weapons can store like this, which is very nice. And then you sort of have a armed up Blurr there. So just taking those off. So it's always nice to have weapon storage. And bringing in the 86 Studio Series Blurr for a quick comparison. There they are side by side. And again, I'm really loving the deco on this, as I've said a million times. I do like this 86 Studio Series Blurr, I mean, for what it is. But this Shattered Glass version, the repaint is just so cool. Really loving it. So there they are side by side. And let me just push this back a little bit so you get a nicer view. So there they are. What do you guys think? You gonna pick up this release? I really recommend it. I just think I'm not one to really double dip all the time, but in this case I really had to, because this redeco is just, it's totally worth it. I think it's worth picking up if you guys can find it. So anyways, what do you guys think? You gonna pick up this Shattered Glass Blurr? You gonna just stick with your Studio Series 86 Blurr? Yeah, please let me know what you think in the comments below. So this has been the video review for Shattered Glass Blurr. This has been Matt in Japan. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.